Did
What up?
it. What's up, folks?
Welcome everybody.
Episode 30. Mm.
Which is fitting for the topic at hand.
Hey, 30 people, that's how many are in the Royal Rumble.
What? I never knew that. Sometimes it's 40.
Sometimes it's 40. Sometimes it's 2 minutes. Sometimes it's not. That's definitely something I caught from watching old Rumbles. Like, this is far
Technically-
from methodical.
Oh, we're talking about the Rumble. I thought I
60.
was talking about my ex in college.
All right, well, AEW just went off. Let's get into a little bit of other stuff before we really touch the Rumble. They did. I guess Warner Brothers finally allowed AEW to show, Jay Briscoe related stuff. They did a little tribute video, and then the match with Mark Briscoe and Jay Lethal, which was a good match. I knew Mark was going to win, but still, it was good to see him. Back doing what he does.
Did they actually have Briscoe like on the screen, like showing him wrestle or pictures of
Mhm.
him? Or
Yep.
all right, yeah. I haven't watched this week yet, but
Yep,
I
the
wasn't
whole
sure how
match. Yep, it was. And then in the close to the beginning of the episode, they showed a little
montage.
yeah, like a little tribute video. But that honestly, that was the only thing I truly cared about AEW tonight. It was decent. That was primarily the main reason that I watched. But speaking of 30 as well, Raw turned 30 this week,
Hey-o.
and then we had this fiasco.
I mean that he was on the screen or that he was not.
I don't
Scientology.
think it was an accident that his mic started messing up. I don't think that was an accident.
I heard reports from inside the people that were there that the building was like fucking up throughout the evening. The screens above the ring. What up, Seth?
What
the
up,
screens
my man?
above the ring were all like glitching in and out during matches, and other people's songs like were echoing and not coming through the right speakers. But either way, it's always fun to see Hogan get fucked with.
Yeah.
He always had Jimmy Hart's megaphone if it came down to it.
Right. But that Sami Zayn trial, man. Whew.
I thought Paul was on our side, and then he flipped the flop.
Look,
I don't know, man.
I don't trust Paul Heyman. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
See, that's the thing. I think I could throw his ass pretty far if I had to.
I can't.
I don't know.
Nope. I would not be able to. But all of it, man. It was one of the best segments in a very, very long time.
And that wasn't even in the original plan. Wasn't it supposed to be like kind of like a family reunion with like all the original Bloodline members, like Rikishi and all that too? Or was that SmackDown that was supposed to take place?
No, I thought he was supposed to be. I thought that tribute was supposed to be Monday.
Yeah, so they basically called an audible and did that instead, and it worked out really well.
One of multiple audibles they had to call with obviously the cage match, and the Bellas and other female wrestlers being upset about the lack of recognition for women in that whole special. I mean, the only thing they got was that Charlotte promo with Becky Lynch or with the IST or the EST, and like that was pretty fucking. Yeah. That was not that great. That was one of the low points of the evening, I thought.
Yeah, it was a bit rough in some spots, but that definitely was one of the better Raws.
Entertaining. It was definitely entertaining. Yeah. Kurt Angle out there with DX. That was nothing.
I lost my shit when Teddy Long came out. I lost my shit. Like, I was so happy to see him. I was half expecting him to say, one-on-one with The Undertaker. But we got the tag team, so. And then the literal passing of the torch from Undertaker to Bray Wyatt.
There's no literal. There's no flame.
There,
This was the Olympics.
Look.
All he did was whisper in his ear.
It was a
LA
figurative.
LA Knight is a hot commodity. Okay, he spits hot fire. So, just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was I enjoyed it. I did enjoy Raw tonight or Monday night. SmackDown was pretty good. NXT was pretty good this week as well. I think they need to anybody who wrestles at the Performance Center, they need to get parking lot insurance because people keep getting hurt in that parking lot. Nikita Lyons is out again. It's a legit injury, I think, but still, she got hurt in the parking lot. So we got to do something. They don't have cameras, oddly enough, in the parking lot. No security out there, no nothing. We got to do something with that parking lot, man. It's hurting too many people down at NXT.
Got to get some new lighting up in that motherfucker or something,
right? They never know what's happening until the person is already hurt.
I want to give a shout out quick just before we get too far off of Raw to the APA door that you have to go through and you can't go around making the comeback on Monday. that made me smile, all kinds of smiles. Even they obviously that's where they littered a bunch of the people that they brought back. You got fucking Money Inc. back there and stuff, but yeah, so the APA door that you got to walk through, that you can't walk around.
What was funny to me was Godfather being the bouncer or whatever, and then when he knocks on the door and then he's like, "Hey man, I ain't see you in forever." Like they act like they ain't never saw, but you had to have seen each other for you to be the bouncer. You had to have talked this through already. That was funny to me. But yeah, that was a good segment. It didn't. I think the only time it really is acceptable for poker games is when either JBL or Farouk or Ron Simmons is there. Because otherwise, it doesn't really fit for anybody else.
Well, it's hard to say it fits for Hammer Pants JBL too, because that's a different character altogether. If he dyes his hair black and gets his mustache back, I can get down with it. But Hammer Pants JBL isn't poker table.
That's why he was just standing around. He wasn't really doing that.
He needs a character change. He loses all of his money in the stocks and has to resort to going back to his old APA poker playing ways.
Doing security for people and shit again, man.
Something because this whole Baron Corbin stuff is there was only one time. Yeah, I'll give him his credit. He's a hard worker. He's one of the best workers in WWE. But persona and character wise, he's boring. The only time he was good, in my opinion, was when he was bum ass Baron Corbin. That's the only time I felt like his character had some depth to it.
With the stringy black hair.
Yeah.
Looking like an oversized baby.
Hey, he looked like a taller, skinnier rhino.
Right? But this week is the Royal Rumble. So today we're going to, of course, make our predictions, our picks for the matches. We're also going to do a little bit of Royal Rumble trivia as well. So it should be an eventful podcast. AD, you are okay.
Did you make any screens?
I did not. Again, I am not going to lie. New game came out. It's kind of been taking up all of my time, especially since I didn't have to go to work today because we had a blizzard.
We got a little bit of that snow. We didn't get all of it.
We got all of it.
How much you get?
I think they said about 5 to 8 inches.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Bad enough for
when the Bucks come to town and just school your basketball team, and the fucking snowstorm comes and puts you at the house. Damn.
My rear windshield breaks. All I did was start my car and it just don't know what happened. But yeah. So let's get into this Royal Rumble stuff. What we got here? I don't know what to expect.
Like even the rules, you say don't know what to expect. Like what's the premise? Are the lights going to be out? Is everyone going to have glow sticks? Like you get a free soda when you.
There's a lot of purple there for being pitch black,
right?
Will they drink purple. Mountain Dew during the match? Like
is LA Knight getting beamed up?
Is there a Mountain Dew
right
pitch black on a ring above the ring, and you got to get up a ladder and get it? Like what?
First person to drink a whole bottle. I don't know.
You bring a mellow yellow, you're DQ'd.
Right. This is their second themed, like not themed, but promotional match, I want to say.
The last one resulted in Miz getting devoured by zombies.
Right. What was that? Army of the Dead?
Well, yeah, whatever.
Because Batista was I think it was Army of the Dead. So I don't know. It should be a good match. Should be interesting. I don't know why I just got this thought of Uncle Howdy being in the Royal Rumble, but it's going to be interesting. Can't wait to see it.
What's the odds? There's no way. I mean, you got to give me like 10-1, 20-1 if I'm taking LA Knight in this one, right? Like,
I think
Caesar Sportsbook has to have this at like a plus 10.5 at least.
I think this has to be a Bray Wyatt win, just because, first official televised match back.
After 4 months of building, too long.
So, because if he builds and then loses,
that'd be bad business.
Yeah,
that's why that's impossible.
So this one is a tough one because this is also LA Knight's first big program on the main roster.
Yeah,
we don't talk about,
And you're putting him in a match that's sponsored by Mountain Dew, pitch black, and with a graphic that makes him look like George Michael's getting beamed up by aliens.
It totally does. That is definitely because it got to think twice.
I will say though that
that's wonderful.
The shot on Monday Night Raw when he had those glasses on, and you could see like the Titantron or whatever in the reflection of the glasses as Undertaker music hit. I was like, okay, that was good positioning, and I also took that time because I assumed it was going to be slow Undertaker to go grab a drink and a snack because I thought he was going to take forever to get to the ring. Came back and it was, him on the motorcycle. Because I was like, this is the perfect time. And again, I feel like this was.
Here it is. That's the literal passing of the torch.
Mm-hmm.
Literally the torch.
You better live up to my expectations, or else I'm coming back and destroying your career. I don't know.
I'll tell you right now, I've never been a fan of Limp Bizkit or Kid Rock.
Watch how long it takes me to start this motorcycle when I get out the ramp.
All right.
It died on him at the top of the ramp too.
Oh my God! Let's see.
I'm actually a Yamaha rider.
Oh, that's just matches.
I'm more of a Honda guy.
I got a moped back home.
I
think they're gonna switch it here.
Both I think Bianca may lose.
Yep.
Both dealing with Bray Wyatt, darkness, whatever. Interesting. This is gonna be interesting. I don't know really what to expect besides some spooky shenanigans from this one as well.
I guess it also depends what match order they go. Is this going to be before? I assume this match will probably be before the pitch black match. That's going to probably have a bunch of fuckery in it.
Yeah, probably the lead in. I feel like it's going to start with the women's Royal Rumble match, and then go that into this one, or it could start with this one. But then into Bray, then into
This has got to be the
What's funny is he's literally in that
No, the
same
Royal Rumble
position
is the
right
last
now.
match.
It's probably going to open with the women's Rumble, I bet.
You missed your
You
moment.
mean the Rhea Ripley showcase?
Because Jay Fergie was literally in the exact same position that the picture was in. I'm gonna put it up anyway because you gotta talk about your boy Kevin Owens.
I was trying to bite my tongue and not.
I had that queued up too.
But it was funny because the position you were just in, you were looking just like that picture.
Yeah. I mean, I think Roman's probably going to retain here. Kevin Owens, greatest wrestler in WWE today. But I mean, is it for
also
both
made
belts?
an appearance on
Is
AEW
it for both
tonight?
belts? Because that's the decider. If it's only for one of the belts, I think KO is going to win. If it's for both of them, they're not going to let him take both of them off.
I think it's going to be for one, but have you guys noticed that whenever Sami Zayn is around the championships, it's always the SmackDown? Because last week he was sitting directly behind the SmackDown or whichever one WWE. I don't remember which one is which anymore. But he was behind the blue one, and then on Monday Night Raw, when he held up the tag championships, he was holding up both SmackDown championships. I feel like they're trying to say he's going to hold one of those titles soon.
That
WWE
is something.
But I think if they do, take one of the titles, I think Kevin is going to take it. And then go, take that one title back to Raw so that Sami can take the one for SmackDown. But if he doesn't, then of course Roman. But this is also a tough one that can go either way. And the storyline will still be good either way.
Kevin Owens, baby. Kevin Owens. He is walking out with a big W around his waist, literally and figuratively.
At least Paul Heyman's not going to be able to screw up the ending of the match, God willing, this time around.
Oh, please don't give that man keys because
no handcuffs.
He botched that last one. Ugh, it was so bad.
We're talking about the War Games match. No,
the first time that Kevin Owens and Roman fought during the Thunderdome era.
Wasn't that the one where one of them ran the other over with like a cart or something from off screen?
Yeah.
A golf cart? Yep.
Yeah.
So coming back.
2021 Royal Rumble, maybe?
I think so, yeah. I think it was the Royal Rumble. So speaking of the match, the women's Royal Rumble. What's your picks?
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You got Rhea as well?
I don't see anybody else being worthy to just go and get thrown up there at it. I mean, for that regard, I hope that they keep the belt on Bianca Belair because I think a Bianca Belair Rhea Ripley match is way better than anything you're going to be able to see come out of Alexa Bliss.
Yeah,
unless she's going to go after Charlotte, but no, she's on Raw, so she'll be going after the Raw belt. So with that idea, I mean, an Alexa Bliss Rhea Ripley match sounds like a fucking slaughterhouse.
Yeah,
so
it'll end up being like Liv Morgan or someone that wins.
Oh god!
And Rhea never did get her championship match. Because remember, she won that the contendership early last year, and then had a brain something, where then she couldn't wrestle. So she was the number one contender, and she never got her match. So I can see this as their way of making sure that she does get that match. But I feel like this one's going to be a good one. I think we're going to get a few surprises. I don't know if we'll get like another, woman from a different promotion. I think that might be in a men's match. But if they go that route,
we're gonna get a woman in the men's match.
I mean, they could do that too. It wouldn't be the first time. If they did, I don't know who it would be.
Jordan Grace. She's fucking huge.
Rhea
okay.
Ripley?
Yeah,
okay.
Ripley. It's got to be Ripley.
I can
Bring it
I
back
can
to
see
my
that
girl
one.
again.
I can see the Jordan Grace one. That would be dope. I do think this is gonna. I think that Chelsea Green is gonna make her return in this match. If she is, in fact signed by WWE, like it was rumored that she was, just she didn't have anything creative for her to do. So this would be a good way to, kind of put her back into the match or bring her back into the company.
Does that mean we'll see Zack Ryder back in the same day? Or is he
Well,
still injured, I think?
he did recently get the trademark or file for the trademark for Zack Ryder and his catchphrase "woo woo woo," you know it. So maybe he could be coming back, but I also agree that Rhea Ripley may take the Rumble. Men's Rumble. Who y'all got?
We're still talking about the women's or the men's match?
Men's.
All right.
This was a little more tough.
I mean, a little bit. There's at least a handful of dudes that you could build a WrestleMania around.
Hulk Hogan.
It's funny. I just watched his back-to-back wins. They were
I don't want Hulk Hogan. I'm done with Hogan.
Maybe Ric Flair
I washed my hands.
Ric Flair can go the distance again.
No, he could barely make it through that last match.
Man, he could barely make it through introducing his daughter on Monday. Shit.
But that suit, though, that suit, it's a nice suit.
That suit, I suppose. So, I guess just to try to not go with what everybody else is going to go with, like Seth Rollins.
I can see that
because I like him, and he's main eventy. Just expecting some Codys and some Sammys to get thrown out there. So just trying to throw some other chum in the water.
I don't think Sammy, only because there were pictures that were leaked of the chairs from Elimination Chamber, and Sami Zayn is in that picture. So I think Sami Zayn is going to be in the Elimination Chamber, and that could be where, a title changes hand or he gets that opportunity.
I got a little worried there. We were going with that because we were talking about Seth Rollins first, and then you say something about pictures leaking. I'm like, oh God, not again.
No. But I mean, of course, I want Cody to win just because I just feel like that would just
pull up the face. It's Cody time.
I just think it would just fit that comeback story.
Something Royal Rumble.
But
maybe they could do a few more Cody Rhodes promos. Like, I have never been more not excited. Like, yeah, I got it, man. You're in the gym. Good job, man. Rehab's going great. I don't need, and it's not just weekly now. It's every SmackDown gets one, Raw gets one.
Even Brandy's tired of this
commercial
shit.
to commercial. Holy shit!
They want you to know.
Cody's gonna come back with another tattoo, isn't he?
A neck tattoo on his chest and a chest tattoo on his neck.
But I think there's a lot of good, potential. But there's not. I just can't see too many people, beating Roman. So it has to be somebody like Sammy or Seth or Cody. No.
He's about to get into it with Bobby Lashley, so I suppose.
Yeah. I think he might be in the Rumble, but I don't think he's gonna win the Rumble. Not 2 years in a row.
I'm just more curious who the final four are gonna be. That'll be the big one.
Cody, Seth. I'm calling those two at least.
And then somebody random like Otis. So it doesn't seem like they really bottom loaded that motherfucker too bad.
Jay White, that name has been coming up a lot within the rumor mill, especially since I believe his contract is coming up in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So Jay White, if I feel like if he's in the Rumble, he's definitely going to end up being one of the final four. Like that would, because if he does end up jumping ship to WWE, that would.
You think he's jumping ship in the next 2 days?
No, I mean like eventually, like later on down the road. So if this way people get to see him in the match, and then they, people who don't know who Jay White is, this kind of be a good introduction. So if he does potentially come over to WWE, it won't just be like, oh my God, who is this from the main WWE people who only watch WWE. But that's not a guarantee. So this Rumble, I think, is going to be possibly one of the biggest Rumbles in a long time. Especially with Triple H in charge, because we really don't know what to expect.
It's definitely going to have the most eyes on it that it's had in quite some time.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I think, I don't know, like we've been talking about, they've been coming through a lot in the last few months with storylines and surprise pops and stuff like that. I don't know how I feel about DX being booked like twice in the same 6-month span. And I'm a DX-aholic, but there's a give and take to it. I just don't want to see too many like old time random like the honky tonk man coming out type shits.
Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
I mean, just to modernize it more. But
I think there's going to be a celebrity, either Bad Bunny or Logan Paul is going to,
or Pete Rose or Drew Carey.
I would accept Drew Carey again. I loved when Drew Carey was in the Rumble. I think if we, since we talk about celebrities, best celebrity entrant for me, it's Drew Carey because it was hilarious. And then Bad Bunny, but Drew Carey, I believe that was my first Royal Rumble that I ever watched too, like live because before cable.
I think doesn't Kane come out and he just jumps out and checks himself the fuck out of the match?
He's like, nope.
Give him money first.
What's your favorite celebrity entrant before we finish? Since we're on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to go with Drew Carey.
Yeah, same.
Just because that's, I mean, was Pete Rose? He's more of a Survivor Series guy with the chicken suit and shit.
Yeah, I think so.
But I thought that he might have gotten into one in the like mid '90s. Either way, but I can't think of off the top of my head that many celebrities that have shown up like in the Royal Rumble that weren't at least wrestlers.
Yeah,
to some extent.
Do you think any surprise returns are going to happen?
I think
Cody.
God damn it! I'm like, yeah, Cody, man. I think Cody might show up. That'll surprise everybody.
Stardust.
Nah, if he came out as Stardust, got eliminated,
and then came back,
then came back as Cody.
He dropped the Mick Foley on him. That'd be fantastic.
Yes, that. Oh, I would love that. I honestly would love that.
Y'all write some fucked up fan fiction for real.
That would be hilarious.
It gets me through the week.
That would be hilarious. I do think Matt Cardona may show up. Just because of everything that's been, going down recently. So he could be a surprise return. I think there also could be a debut, like AJ Styles was. We could potentially have something like that as well.
Debuts, big Royal Rumble debuts. I mean, I've got mine locked up. I know what mine is. Like people that showed up at Royal Rumble for the first time. Anybody got any good ones?
I mean, AJ, just because you didn't expect it. It wasn't one of those ones where it's like, okay, that one was a genuine, surprise and a shock.
Mm-hmm. Not a debut, but does Edge's return count?
Yeah,
as a return? Yeah.
I mean, I think we're going two different categories on this one, but I'm going with Lex Luger as the narcissist. He didn't even wrestle in the Rumble, but he got the big unveiling with the silver cape. I want to say it was in 90. I think it's 92. Yeah. and he came out as the narcissist for. I mean, well, he was the narcissist for like 6 months before they redid him and put him on the Lex Express. But that was Lex Luger's first go in WWF, and it was a big deal. It was amazing. His first promo, I watched it yesterday, maybe the day before. He couldn't have fucked it up anymore. Like, he tried to put in some big words and like indubitably did not come out well. It was pretty great. And like, just give the fucking mic back to the Heenan so he can keep pumping him up and you can just stand there and flex your muscles. It was hilarious. But yeah, Lex would be my big debut.
How about you guys?
Are there any other ones that I'm not even thinking of? I mean, honorable mentions.
AJ's really all that stands out for me.
Mm-hmm. Recency bias.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, did we? Yeah, we did pick win. You guys just want to jump into this trivia then?
I love
you guys ready? All right. Now these are completely made up.
Buzzers ready? Buzzers ready? Okay.
All right. Now, let me see. First question: who had the most consecutive eliminations?
Wow. I mean, do we want to throw a year out there at least, maybe to throw?
There is no year. There is no year. Just overall.
There is no year.
It wasn't Brock Lesnar, was it?
Like, was it Kane?
Yes. Do you know how many?
God.
Ferris printed this motherfucker out too.
I was gonna throw a number out there. Was it 13?
It was actually 45.
What?
46 if you count his one elimination as Isaac Yankem.
Oh, you mean wait
in history?
What was the question?
This is in history, like
overall.
Added together.
I said I'm sorry,
what?
Cumulative. I don't know why I can't say the word.
Cumulative?
Yes,
cumulative elimination.
That one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the narcissist.
Oh no, that's not what you said.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's it.
You said the most eliminations, and I was thinking, was it 2020 when Brock was WWE champion and he put himself in the Rumble? He knocked out like more than half the Rumble.
Yeah, Brock is actually tied for overall eliminations at 29 with Randy Orton.
Yeah,
I didn't know Randy had that many eliminations though.
And that's in one Rumble?
All together.
So what's the Kane stat then?
All together. So Kane has had Kane 45 eliminations all together
over his career, I guess.
And 146 if you count in 1996 when he was Dr. Isaac Yankem.
Did he get any as fake Diesel?
He didn't get any as fake Diesel, but that does count towards
Diesel's eliminations.
His appearances in the Rumble. So he has however many he had as Kane, the one as Yankem, and then the one as fake Diesel.
Yeah, that's crazy. Brock had 13 eliminations in that 2020 Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, how many of them in a row?
I don't know that when he said consecutive, that's what I thought he meant.
I meant
that's what I thought.
One Royal Rumble, how many?
That one.
Get somebody consecutively throw people out.
And Big Show, Roman Reigns, and Triple H each have 32. Didn't know that. This is also good because I just spitting out Royal Rumble facts that I had no idea about.
Yeah, I like to hear things. I'm pretty good at remembering them, so I look forward to doing this next year.
So so the most eliminations were Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar at 13, Roman Reigns at 12, and Kane as 11 in a single match.
All right.
So I don't know what years. As far as women, there have only been 2 who have had the most eliminations in a single match, and that was Shayna Baszler. And do you guys know the other one?
Charlotte Flair. Rhea Ripley. No.
Bianca?
Here we go. Bianca Belair. The IST, both with 8.
I think it's the EST. She's the EST.
Yeah, that's what I said. The EST.
I'm the IST.
Yeah, that's what I said. The EST.
We got a Brian Danielson thing going on right now.
Daniel Bryanson, whatever his name is.
Daniel Bryanson?
Daniel Bryanson. All right. So in 1999.
Oh, all right. That was a good one. That was the one with Stone Cold.
Who had the longest? Who was in the Royal Rumble the longest?
Wow.
99.
I mean, Kane is another good answer here. Austin got in late.
For some reason, I think that wasn't that a Vince McMahon one.
That's an
There
Austin.
it is. There it is.
Oh, that's right. He went in
It
and
was
went out
Vince
and then
McMahon.
left the ring for like an hour. And
Yeah,
then
because he
came
had
back
his ass
in.
kicked, I think.
At 56 minutes and 38 seconds.
Yep.
I saw it. I was like, wait a minute. I forgot he was in that one. But that's probably why.
I just can remember it was like 99 or 2000. I was like, I think that's the one.
99.
Yeah.
I think that's the one where the emblem is like Royal Rumble's nailed into the back of Austin's head, or at least it looks like Austin's head. But
who do you guys think?
And then Mills reverses it.
This is that one word that I can't say that you can say. Yeah,
cumulative
Rumble time. Who spent the most time in the Royal Rumble altogether?
Rick the Model Martel, Ted DiBiase,
Shawn Michaels.
No, Shawn Michaels 2 years in a row was like a 30-second jump.
Undertaker was actually number 17.
Damn.
Kane
is number
Kane
7.
All right.
Close.
Lesnar.
Not Lesnar. I'll give you a hint. He is not in WWE.
Daniel Bryanson. Brian Danielson.
He's not in WWE, but he still wrestles?
Yes. Daniel Bryan was 18.
Jericho.
Yep. Jericho. If he needs to come back, because that way he is at 4 hours, 59 minutes, and 33 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's how long.
Ric Flair's got to be up there on that motherfucker. He's got over an hour in just one of them.
Ric Flair actually isn't even on the list.
That's impossible.
That's why I said
So
Michaels.
it goes
in 95, I think.
He pulled from Wikipedia.
Hold on, I'm going to edit this so I'm right.
This isn't Wikipedia. This is a whole nother site, but it has Chris Jericho at number 1, Randy Orton at 2, Mysterio, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Edge, Kane, Dolph Ziggler, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has more time in the Rumble than John Cena. That's probably because he was always.
Because John Cena comes out 30th every time he's been in that motherfucker.
True. Your boy CM Punk at 11. Steve Austin, Roman Reigns, Benoit, Sheamus, Kingston, Undertaker, Daniel Bryan, Miz, and British Bulldog.
I can't believe Bulldog's the only dude from the first 6 Rumbles that made it.
Yeah. Because I thought it would be more from some of the earlier years, especially Hercules.
Flair's got an hour 10, hour 15 in just the one when he came out 3rd and won the whole motherfucker.
I said Michaels went the distance in 95, so that had to have been like an hour right there at least.
Yep. I guess just the amount of Rumbles. You got to start thinking longevity of career, I guess, as opposed to individual Rumble accomplishments.
Now, for the women, the top 3 are actually very close in time for overall.
Well, there's only been how many female Rumbles anyway? Like
4, 5, 6. Do they take out the top rope for the women's Rumble or no?
No, I think it's just through the rope.
I mean, how else is Alexa Bliss supposed to throw somebody out that motherfucker?
Right. Let's see. Who do you guys think are the top 3?
Like all the usual. Saraya.
I think Sasha's one of them.
Not in the top 3. She's number 6.
Alexa.
China.
Bailey?
Alexa is 15. She's only been in it altogether 40 minutes and 35 seconds.
And that gets you in the 15 spot. Hot damn.
Damn.
How many women's rumbles have there actually been?
This would be number 6, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. This would be 6.
Yeah.
The IST? EST?
Number 2. Yeah. At Bianca Belair at 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 39 seconds.
Charlotte, is that the answer?
Asuka's not even on the list.
Shayna?
Sorry, did you say
Charlotte?
Flair?
I did say Charlotte.
Yep. Charlotte Flair at 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 28 seconds. So slightly longer than Bianca. And then the third one, she's been there forever.
She's been there forever?
Yeah.
She's still there?
She's just injured right now with a broken
Natalya?
nose. Yep. 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 35 seconds.
She's fun to watch wrestle.
So I'm shocked that like those three are that close to each other, like mere minutes apart. But Sasha Banks was at an hour, 4 minutes, and 30
Does
seconds.
Rousey clock in anywhere on your list?
Thank God.
That'll change this year.
I've heard that she's not even even being considered to be put in the Rumble. But that could all change because this is the second time they said Brock Lesnar wasn't going to be at a show, and then Brock Lesnar showed up at a show. So, oh no, my list. Okay. Huh. So we got, what else we got? Royal Rumble face heels. Oh, Ric Flair is the number one face that's been in the Rumble. Oh, that was in 2007. Okay. I didn't know. So what was that the year you were talking about where he won? Was 2007?
He won in 92. He won the belt for winning too. I think that was the first time the title was up for grabs in the Royal Rumble. Like him and Triple H, I want to say, are like the only two dudes.
Because wasn't it in the beginning? It wasn't for a spot at WrestleMania.
It wasn't for anything.
Yeah, because Hacksaw Jim Duggan won the first one, didn't he?
And then Big John Studd, and then Hogan won 2 of them. Then Flair, I think, went rope to end to end and won. And then the next year is when they put the spot in the Royal.
Yeah, because I think that's where I stopped. Was the first year that they put the Mania spot in the Rumble.
Was that 93?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Who won?
I am halfway through that match right now on Peacock, so I
don't remember.
Piper, Sid Justice, no, this Flair.
Wasn't there co-winners in the Royal Rumble in the early 90s?
Not at least in the ones that we're talking about. There wasn't.
Wasn't there a Royal Rumble where
beat Scott Hall?
Which one had 3 different Rumbles at the same time? Was there one that had 3 different ones at the same time?
That sounds more like the WCW.
You're talking about World War III from WCW. Yeah, it sounds like with the 3 rings.
Well, no,
it was literally a 3-ring circus.
Which one had refrigerator Perry in it? The football.
That's Survivor Series.
That was Survivor Series.
He had a whole he was on LT's Lawrence Taylor's team.
I could have swore there was like a Rumble where he was. Well, maybe there was it.
Maybe he might have had one like more in the 90s that he showed back up to.
That was Yokozuna.
That one, which one?
93.
93. Oh yeah,
and then 94 was the co-winners, Lex and Brett.
Yeah,
that's Lex Express Brett or Lex Express Lex. All right, he was all Americanized out.
Who won 95?
Body slamming Yoko on the craft carrier.
Yeah,
big deal. Flying in on a helicopter. Oh, Lex.
Now that I think about it, I remember the Yoko win because it came down to him and Macho Man. And then Macho Man did his elbow drop and tried to pin him for some reason. And then he just pushed him off over the top.
Yep, I remember that. Now I found the one where it said, most Rumble appearances. Kane did have he had 20. So 18 as Kane, 1 as Yankum, and 1 as Diesel. Dolph Ziggler was number 2. with 15.
How long has
Kingston.
Dolph been in WWE? 18, 19 years, obviously.
Since
Yeah,
like 06 on the main roster with the Spirit Squad.
Oh,
Yeah,
Spirit Squad. Hey.
It's been a while since he's been in there.
He won the championship for a minute, didn't
he? He was when he had what's her name?
He cashed in the night after WrestleMania 29.
I think so, because didn't he have Big E and AJ?
Yeah, Big E and AJ.
Then didn't he switch over to Vicky Guerrero?
Yeah, he did have Vicky at one point.
As the manager.
Yeah, because he did have another title reign before that. Before Edge retired, when he was with Vicky, when Dolph was with Vicky and she was the SmackDown manager, she stripped Edge and awarded the title to Dolph. And I think Teddy Long came back and then gave Edge a match, and Edge won it back.
Was it against The Undertaker?
Some guest referee, something I don't know, but yeah. Kingston and Orton both at 14 Rumble entrants. Goldust, Miz, and Mysterio each have 13. Now that one was a shocking return for me as well when Mysterio came back, because that was unexpected. But also I didn't really focus on internet rumors and things like that back then.
What year was that?
Oof. Let me see. I want to say 2016.
There's another good.
He was number 30, right? I think.
Oh, let me see.
Or no, I'm thinking of another year. I think 2014.
No, it wasn't 2016.
I think it was later than that when he came back, like 2017, 2018.
Yeah, you're right. 2018.
Yeah.
That's another good debut too. Goldust / Dustin fucking Rhodes. He debuted in a tag match with his dad at Rumble 91.
Yeah,
maybe 90 against somebody dumb like the Nasty Boys or the fucking Beverly Brothers or some shit like that. But Dustin Rhodes, Goldust debuted for the first time at a Royal Rumble.
I still think, while not the Royal Rumble, well, it was a Royal Rumble. I still think greatest moment in Rumble history was the Titus O'Neil incident.
Was the what?
Titus O'Neil incident in Saudi Arabia.
Slides under the ring.
Like it was just too good. Like there's no moment that is more memorable just because of how unexpected it was. Like, not only was it unexpected for him to trip, but he bounced and slid under the ring, like, and then got out and got back in like nothing happened. Like,
keep kayfabe alive, yo.
It did boost his career a little bit, Then he had the Titus World Slide. But he's doing ambassador stuff right now for WWE and philanthropy. So, big ups to Titus O'Neil. I actually was able to do a meet and greet, like a virtual meet and greet with Titus O'Neil before one of the WrestleManias. I think it was the one that he was the host at. Was that the one just the first one out of the pandemic?
Yeah, the one that I think Hulk Hogan was out there with them for one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got to do a little meet and greet. You like paid $25. You can ask him a few questions. You got like 5 minutes to talk to him and things like that. I have it saved somewhere. I'll show it to you guys one day, but it was pretty cool. He's a really nice guy. I'm looking at this list. There's a lot of people at 7 and 8 with 8 appearances: Booker T, Cody Rhodes, Edge, Godfather, John Cena, Morrison, Matt Hardy, and R-Truth. And then for 7, it's Baron Corbin, Billy Gunn, Bob Holly. I miss Bob Holly. Cesaro, Jake Roberts. There's your Rick Martel. And Owen Hart. Owen Hart at these girls got to get their. I think. That could be a surprise return too. Naomi, she could come back. But her, Natalia, Liv Morgan, Dana Brooke, and Carmella have each been in every Rumble. Because it's been 5 altogether so far, right? Not including Saturday.
Yes, I think so. That's what we came to.
And then after that, it was Flair, Rose, Mickey James, Nikki Cross, Sarah Logan, and Sonya Deville at 4. And about 10 people at 3, but let's see. This one,
give us a good one.
Shortest men's Rumble time.
That's one. I mean, there's a handful of them. There's a Bushwhacker.
It's not Santino, is it?
It's Santino.
It is.
At what?
9 seconds. Yep, 1.9 seconds.
I'm like,
didn't Kane eliminate him?
Yeah, he beat, what was it, Honky's record or whatever it was?
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then for women, do you know who it was for the women?
Nikki ASH.
Think
Molly
Tiny.
Holly?
Bex.
Tiny.
Tiny? Alexa Bliss?
The other tiny one.
Liv Morgan?
Yep.
Yeah,
Liv Morgan.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant tiny. My bad.
8 seconds.
8 seconds. That's not a record.
Mm-hmm. Apparently it is.
I bet you there's 100 dudes that have been thrown out in under 8 seconds. Like the quick in and out, and I mean hundreds deep, but
yeah. Oh yeah, hands down.
50. There's 50 dudes.
Has to be. There's. I don't think there's.
Has one. His first one that he went in, he got tossed immediately. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Man, what you got that heat on, man? I see you sucking over there.
Nothing. It's just hot in here.
Yeah.
It's a closet stuff.
Yeah.
Heat's not even on. There's just no air in here whatsoever.
Yeah.
We got to get this
no air whatsoever.
We got to get you a little fan, man. A little personal fan.
I'm used to it.
Oh man,
it is. I forgot to bring my fan in here, to be honest, because I usually have it like right here.
Yeah.
I just forgot.
Oh man,
I was too busy watching the Briscoe Lethal match.
That was a good match.
It was.
Oh,
it was a good match. Let's see. We got a few more numbers here. So the average winner the average time that winners stay in the Rumble, clocks in at about 25 minutes and 51 seconds. But the average length of a Rumble is just under an hour at 58 minutes and 10 seconds. So the majority of them last about that long.
So I just want to throw some math out there for everybody. If there's 30 participants and they come out every 2 minutes, how the fuck does that work?
I guess just the people. I guess they're gauging the people who are the ones that stay in there for that long.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the average, like how long a Royal Rumble normally is.
No, that's how long the average winner is in the match. So normally, I guess the amount of winners have been in there roughly around 25, 26 minutes.
Gotcha.
So that's the average.
Yeah, I thought after that you said the average Royal Rumble length.
Yeah, so the average Royal Rumble length is 58 minutes.
That's
Which
impossible.
we go back to Common Core math.
I mean, that can't be.
Why not? I didn't make the numbers. That's the numbers that WWE have.
Match has to be at least 56 minutes long for everybody to get in the ring. Because 2 start in, so those 4 minutes are like. So 2 minutes after the last person gets in the ring, everybody's out of the ring on average.
So I'm assuming this is based off of people who enter early on in the match that last, on average, roughly about 25. So let's say, I guess if somebody comes in at number 3 or number 4, maybe a little later.
That ain't got nothing to do with the length of the Royal Rumble match itself, though.
I'm like, we're going back and forth between 2 different spots.
As soon as number 1 and number 2 are in, and that bell rings all the way up to the last person comes out, that itself is about 56 minutes.
56 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and the average time that a winner would stay in the match.
We're not
we agree. We agree. We agree.
don't
on
care
that.
about the
We just
winner.
don't agree.
Look, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
No, not you. I'm saying your numbers
Yeah,
are
that
bad.
doesn't make sense.
These ain't my numbers. These are WWE's numbers.
Your tablets numbers are fucked.
These are WWE numbers.
Those final four usually go at it for a little bit, and then those final two usually go at it for a good couple minutes themselves.
I mean, I will say, I think I would bet that the average time after the last person comes to the ring is probably about 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Total. However many are in the ring when that dude comes out, about 12 minutes.
I say 8 to 10.
Okay, I can see that.
That's still pushing over an hour, so that's 56. It's kind of weird.
56, so that's tight. We're cutting it tight on
the 50, but you got to remember that doesn't mean every match is 58 because there's some that could be.
Oh, they were also real loosey goosey with the fucking 2 minutes for a while there too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I didn't make these. Look, you got a problem with the numbers? You go talk to WWE. They the ones that can't get it right.
Oh no, I ain't got a problem with the numbers. I got a problem with you talking about the winner time when that ain't got nothing to do with it.
3 times.
And you over there sweating. I don't care how long the average winner was in. It ain't got nothing to do with the whole match.
Man, I think I might have to change my
average time winners stay in Royal Rumble. These ain't my numbers.
That ain't got nothing to do with that though.
What about the one above that?
That's the average time that where'd it go? It went away. There it is. The average length of a Royal Rumble match on average.
How long?
58 minutes and 10 seconds.
It seems fucked up to me. That's all.
Yeah,
I mean that just means people spend almost half an hour in the ring.
Nope, that's not right. That's not
who spends half
again.
An hour in the ring?
Take it up with WWE.
Talking about the winner spends half an hour in the ring.
Yeah.
25
what does that got to do with the winner?
Thank you. I was like,
you're missing the point of both statements. One statement was the average amount of time that a winner stays in the Royal Rumble.
It's 25 minutes. Nobody's arguing that. That's legit.
Right. It got nothing to do with the length.
And so the average length is 58 minutes and 10 seconds. So that means that on average
from the one has nothing to do with the math from the other.
Never said that the math from one had to do with the other. I just said these are the numbers.
Why you mentioned how long the winner is in?
That's what it is. Don't jump on me because that's what it is.
No jumping.
I'm just reading you the info. I didn't make these numbers. I'm reading you the info. So if you got a problem with those averages,
just the one.
That ain't got
one
nothing
average
to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
I'm coming next week.
Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
The average length of a Royal Rumble can possibly be under an hour.
I don't think we're not on the same page.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, no, you are making it not on the same page.
All I did was report the numbers.
We're not talking about the winner. We're not talking about that period.
Yeah, and the length of a Rumble is usually around an hour. So 58.
Yeah, that's all we're talking about. But we're not talking about the winner. We don't care about the winner.
Yeah, so how is that number not right?
The winner number's good.
Yeah,
the length of the match seems short by like 10 minutes to me.
Yeah, but that means that some matches go longer and some are roughly around 58 minutes. That doesn't mean every match.
It means half of them are like 56 minutes, and half of them
probably. You gotta remember these are 30 however many years of Rumble.
I know,
going all the way back to the original, to the first one.
I think the first one might only had 20.
Probably. So you also got to take that into consideration.
But that's one.
Because some Rumbles have 40 people in it. Some Rumbles had 30. Some Rumbles had 20.
Out of moment of the week time.
Look, I'm just saying, y'all got stuck on the numbers.
I'm not trying to attack you.
I'm just reporting the numbers.
That it doesn't seem right. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
But
moment of the week.
You got to take all those other factors in.
Anybody? Moment of the week.
Mark Briscoe versus Jay Lethal.
There you go.
I thought he was going to leave when he left the match. I thought he was going to leave the tag team titles in the ring because I don't see what he could. I don't see him like picking another partner. I don't even see him wrestling, to be honest. But like, I don't see him picking another partner. That's just weird.
That a little tournament for him. Yeah, leave him in the ring. That'd have been real good.
Yeah,
Even if he was going to go back and still have him on next time that he was out and doing something, that'd have been a good look.
Yeah,
fade to black on that shit type stuff.
Yeah.
My moment of the week is the shoot fight that happened in New Japan Pro Wrestling at Wrestle Kingdom 17 Part 2.
I know you said shoot fight, but it sounded like you said shoe fight. And
I mean, there was a shoe involved because I don't remember who the other guy, but it was Okada in a tag match, and then the other guy stiff kicked him to the face, and then Okada proceeded to whoop his ass. Like it was. Like he didn't care about the match. He was out for blood. But the Mark Briscoe was a close second. But it was one of those times when you see like he got his instant receipt in that one, and it was beautiful because it was just like I guess Okada hadn't ever really gone to that point before in the past. So it was fun to see.
Ferris?
My moment of the week was the Sami Zayn trial. Like I said, for basically what was essentially an audible of a segment, they pulled it off great. But I'm kind of curious what the original plan was going to be for that in place of it.
I completely agree. That's what I've got written down here. And the way they flipped the flop with having the Usos, having them back them up and having Heyman blast on him. Everybody got real excited when he stood up and got ready to defend Sami Zayn. That was pretty neat. That was a good pop.
Yeah, and it was good that it was Jay that did it too.
Exactly.
Like,
That's
Did you see what Solo said on Twitter? He posted a picture of that moment, and he said, "Get off me." So I think there's some cracks forming in the bloodline, and it's due to Roman Reigns' paranoia.
The island of relevancy is going to turn into the island of loneliness. Oh shit!
Look, Roman better get it together. It's 3-3. You got Roman with Solo and old smush face over there, Paul Heyman, and then you got the Usos with Sammy Uso. So,
we did it. We filled another hour plus.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I'm going to go research this
58 an hour plus. What's our average now? 58 minutes, 12 seconds.
No, we don't cut it.
We're going to have Royal Rumble numbers next week, aren't we? For the show.
Right. I mean, look.
But the longest anybody's ever been on the show has only been 25 minutes. So.
Yeah, take it up with WWE. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I just report the numbers. Just because you feel the numbers is wrong, they ain't got nothing to do with me. But this has been 4 Dudes in Wrestling. We will catch you guys next week. 4 Dudes